Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome back to 1-0, aka the home of football vibes. We've got a big one for you. And if you're saying, look, of course, that looks the exact same, you're in the same thing, you always do this, what is your reasoning? It's because it's lockdown here in Melbourne, okay? And I've set myself a little challenge, a 7-day lockdown, see if I can get a video out for these 7 days. So this might be the second day of lockdown video in a row that you're seeing. It's a big one. It's 5 things that disappointed me. It's 5 things that made me angry, 5 things that I was just, damn, I'm a football fan. I'm like, damn, I want to see it. 5 things. Before we do start, please like, subscribe, do all the business. I'm on 400 subs. It's got to mean a lot. We're grinding the content out, okay? We're planning a couple of things to come down the line. It's all good. But I'm gonna make you are going to want to be a part of 1-0 from early on. I promise you. I promise you. I talk a little rubbish, but I promise you, you're gonna want to do it. Okay? Sweet. Cheers. Good. 5 things that disappointed me this season. Focusing on the Premier League. Drop it in the comments. What are 5 things that disappointed you this season? Okay. I'm gonna start off number 1. There we go. Voice crack. Number 1. I'm gonna go out for the obvious straight away. Just COVID. You know, COVID fans. It really did take away from the whole sort of, like, man, fuck, fans are crazy. You don't realize what you have until it's gone. And fans at football is just different level. You know, obviously being in Australia, never experienced the England crowd myself. But one day, trust me, we're going to take 1-0 vlogs to England. Oh, mate, please. Okay. But it's just, it takes away from the excitement. There were probably games that I probably would have watched. I'm like, you know what? There's no. And this is I'm talking earlier on in COVID when it was first around. I'm saying, damn, you know, like I might not watch it because it's just not the same. One thing that I've got to give credit to, like the kickoff, like True Geordie and all them, because to me they were my fans. You know, I was listening to them, and you know, Rory and there's Adam and Hugh Wizzy at the time, and Lawrence, Doovie and all them, like. Because they were the support of that team, I feel like they were the fans of the whole stadium. It sounds weird, but it's true. So big ups to them because they were strong. They were good. Okay, but secondly, I've got, so let me know, number 1, do you agree with that? Now, the second thing that disappointed me this season, I'm a Man United fan. I think it's going to be pretty obvious with where I'm going to go. But it's Donny van Beek. At the start of the season, I was supporting Ole, and I said, you know what, I don't mind it. Okay, he's still young. We've got players in front of him like Pogba, like Bruno, who similar positions, and they're probably better in him right now. And because he is young, because he's new to the game, don't rush him in. You know, let him feel his minutes, and then at the end of the season, hopefully solidify himself. That went out the window. Okay, I was backing Ole in with that. I was backing the whole strategy that they were going with. But then at the end, he played 0 minutes in the Europa League final. And that game was so open for Donny van Beek, that box-to-box midfielder who's so silky and clean with the ball at his feet. But he was gone. So I don't know. That I think next year we see a lot more of him. And if we don't, then he's gone 100%. But he's such a good player, man. Donny van Beek is such a good player. There are rumours that he's going to be included in some sort of transfer for like a Sancho or maybe even a Haaland in the future. I think if he goes to Dortmund, he becomes one of the best midfielders in the world. You know, Dortmund are known for bringing up players like a Donny van Beek, and I think Donny van Beek with a Marco Reus just absolutely thrives. And if there is a Haaland in front of him, I think Donny turns into an absolute beast. But next year, Donny's a player that I want to see. I want to see more of Donny van Beek. He's one that football fans and traditional football fans just absolutely love because he's a hell of a player. Now, in a similar sort of way, and a similar sort of reasoning, I've gone for Thiago as my third thing I was disappointed with this season. Now, it sounds weird, like Costa, you're a Man United fan, why are you disappointed about a Liverpool player? Because, like I said at the start of the video, I'm a football fan. You know, I didn't want to see Thiago lifting up the Premier League trophy at the end of the season, but I wanted to see what at that time when Liverpool signed him everyone was saying was the best midfielder in the world by a country mile. I wanted to see him put in a good performance. Yes, injuries didn't help. Yes, Liverpool squad injuries didn't help. But he's an absolute baller, and we didn't get to see a lot of it. He got early criticism. I remember like the first game against Chelsea or something. Everyone's like, all he does is just pass side to side, which yes, I do agree with. And that's a lot of, you know, he was playing at Barca and at Bayern Munich, and all those teams are just known for keeping the ball, not playing these long balls and trying to make these crazy through balls that might not work, might work. they're known for keeping the ball. So yes, but that's what makes him such a gun midfielder, such a gun player, just being able to keep the ball, knock it around, and all that sort of fancy jizz. But Thiago, I wish we saw more of him. I wish he was a bit better. I don't know. I think next year, I think it'll be, if they can put a decent partner, if Liverpool can go into next season with a improved Thiago, or a Thiago that we know can play and be an absolute baller, Jordan Henderson back from injury, and if they do sign another starting midfielder, or if Curtis Jones continues to rise, Liverpool fans, you're in a box seat. You're in box seat to maybe take home the league again. But you got to tune in later to the videos to see who my prediction is to win the league. So yeah, Thiago is my thing. Liverpool fans, what do you think of Thiago this season? Were you disappointed? Did you want to see a bit more? Obviously the circumstances, but is he exactly what you thought he was going to be? When Liverpool announced that they got to sign Thiago, it was like, holy shit, they got to win it again. They could have won the Champions League again. Obviously that didn't happen. Now my fourth thing that disappointed me, and I've just looked at my notes. I've looked at what I wrote down for my fifth thing, and it's quite controversial. So you're gonna want to stick around for that. Oh, jeez, of course that's risky. But my fourth thing is Everton. It's Everton. It's Everton as a whole. It's Carlo Ancelotti, who is going to go down as a great manager, like a very, 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 very respected manager. A part of that Everton as a whole is a James Rodriguez, sort of like a Gareth Bale sort of thing. It's again, I said it in the video yesterday. I think it should have come out yesterday. It's almost like him and James are the exact same player. They just don't want to commit themselves too much. There's whatever there is. Everyone knows they're fantastic players. They've got this natural given gift of playing football, and they're unbelievable at what they do. But for whatever reason, I don't know, there's just something there that they lack, and they just don't want to continue to do. So yeah, Everton would. I didn't think they were going to make like the top four, do something crazy. But if there was a team that was going to do like a West Ham, I thought it would be an Everton. To go in and say, oh shit, here we go. We got some good players. Lucas Digne, left back. They got some good players. Godfrey's been good for them this season. But I don't know, just disappointed. Everton they're always just so vanilla. It just feels like Everton is just a very vanilla team, very vanilla club. And you look at the players that I did just state and the gaffer. You go, that's crazy. But sometimes crazy rules the world. Now, my fifth thing that I was disappointed with this year, and I can't believe I'm going to say it. I'm a bit scared to say it, to be honest. Like and subscribe before you unsubscribe after what I say. But the fifth thing that I was disappointed with this season, and there's many factors, I've gone the quality of football. And I'm not talking about like people were turning the ball over. I'm talking about entertaining football and just the quality of football in terms of like entertainment, just skill levels at time as well, players, whatever. Yes, it's been a closer title race, but Liverpool supposedly have had one of their worst seasons they've had in a long time. They finished 5 points behind United. United deemed this as a good season. I'm a United fan. I think this was a good season for us. We finished 5 points above them. We finished 10 plus points behind City. Chelsea they're in the Champions League final and they finished fourth in the Premier League, and Liverpool finished above them. It's I don't know. It's confusing. It's difficult. Let me know if you believe. If I do predominantly put it down to COVID and the lack of fans and a bit of the uncertainty, but I think at the end of the day, just the quality of football just wasn't there. I didn't feel like this was an exciting season. I don't know. Maybe because the Europa League final still tasted in my mouth and football just pissed me off. But I don't feel like this was an exciting season. I think there was exciting moments. I think Aston Villa beating Liverpool 7-1 or whatever it was. United beating Southampton 9-0, stuff like that. Tottenham beating United 6-1. There were definitely exciting moments, but I think in general there was just. I think and the way that the season ended wasn't that great either. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Obviously, football's a bundle of joy. It's gas to have it back. During COVID, it was a savior. But I don't know, something about it just this year, I'm kind of like, it was It was okay. It was sweet. It was cool, but I don't know. It felt like there was something missing. So yeah, I don't know. It's got to finish on a weird note. I'll chuck in an extra one for you. Jose Mourinho at Tottenham. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching. If you agree with at least 3 of those, okay, if 3 of those things disappointed you as well this season, subscribe to the channel, do all that awesome business. We've got the lockdown challenge coming up, so 7-day lockdown, 7 videos every day, one video every day. Like, not 7 videos every day. All right, chill. Okay, so we're grinding out the stuff. Thank you for watching. I'm Costa. This is 1-0, aka the home of football vibes. See you tomorrow. Deuces.